just have to go when you start record the video. Good morning, everybody. This is a quick coffee chat, if you will, and I'll try to be quick. I don't have much choice. Today is, I've already forgotten. No, I remember now. It's Power of 2. It's 264. So today is day 1.264. Commodore 64, 64, 264? Anyway, 31st of the month, the last day of the month, and just a quick video, and it'll kind of be the topic of this video. Today is my daughter's visit to, sounds like a funeral, visitation, middle school. And so, as such, I wanted to do the best that I could do because I would be meeting my daughter's principal, and I'm going to fart. Ah, it felt good. That's not ladylike. No, it's not. You're not a woman. That's your opinion. Anyway. Now that I've totally derailed myself. Okay, focus. But I get to meet possibly my daughter's new teacher next year and the principal in the school, and so she's really excited. And I wanted to be just as equally excited and involved, which was part of the reason why I went out last night and got my nails done, which it takes a day or two. This is the second time I've got nails done. Excuse me. And it takes a day or two to get used to it because when they put them on, they got to grind your nails up, and I think as part of the filing process, they run into the walls. I don't know. There's a name for it. I'm forgetting. Your cuticles, I guess. I don't know. But I always find like for a day or two afterwards, my nails are a little tender. And but I made sure that they were the right length because I work on a keyboard. And last time I did first time I did my nails, I got my nails done. They were way too long, and I couldn't use a computer. They were that long, and so I ended up taking my Dremel and dremeling down my nails. Okay, and so this time I got them the right length. They're not going to interfere with my job. So, but I want to share some of my experiences from you. Oh boy, I'm resonating too. Oh, I'm resonating. That's okay. A lot of coffee up there. Swallow. Is that better? A little better? Oh, that's a little better. That's almost too fake though, isn't it? Oh, can I help you? That's a little better. Anyway, doesn't matter. Fuck it. Push through it. When in doubt, C4. But, my experience, I'm sorry. Whoever falls in love with this woman, I hope you can accept a woman with many flaws. Memory, attention span, I mean, I'm loaded with faults. But back to the idea of my experiences from yesterday. I needed to get myself in order after work. I got what I needed to do my taxes. And so lickety split, I headed off to H&R Block. So I get my taxes done now. Why the incentive to do it so early? I just like to get my taxes done as soon as I can. I want to know, do I owe? And that way I face it and I have time to come up with the money. I never wait to do my taxes to the last minute. If you owe, you have till April whatever to pay. I'd much rather know today than be scrambling tomorrow. But I need that money. If any money's coming back, I need that money to book my mom's hotel rooms in March. And so again, there's a little bit of a strategy to it. And having done it now, it's still January. It's January 31st today. Stand a pretty good chance the next 7 to 21 days getting the federal and the state back. And so again, by the end of February, which should be about the time that my insurance company says, yes, everything is good, surgery is good, we'll pay for it. Around the end of February, I can go into March and book the hotel rooms and everything. So there's a little bit of strategy there. But I want to share a little bit about my experience doing my taxes. Because last year was the first year that I went to H&R Block as Mrs. Robin Parks. And this year I went as Karen Parks. I feel like we're going to a masquerade or a party. It's a costume. No, I went as myself both times, but this year I was Karen Parks, going by my middle name, but legally Robin Karen Parks, Robin K. Parks. Okay. So the woman that I got, and I'll say immediately, what a difference. They used to say buying a car was different as a woman versus a man, and that probably is true. I'm going to lock my chair here, but, I was, oh, hun, is the sun too bright for you? Can I get you something to drink? Boy, I felt like a queen, I had my court and whatever, but no, just such a different experience. And even last year, but I think last year it was new. It had that new scent, new feeling to it. This year it's like I expect, when I say my name is Karen, yes, I'm Mrs. Parks. There's no ambiguity there. And maybe that's what happened yesterday. There was no ambiguity. There was no question, which again, I must say, if someone encounters this person that you see in front of you on the monitor, I don't feel that I'm fooling anyone as far as being transgender, but maybe I need to change my thinking on that and just say I am what I am, and that is the assumption, which is what I want. I mean, I hope. Golly. Almost seven and some change, but still 8 weeks away. I mean, there's going to be some major construction and destruction and construction. So, but the woman who did my taxes, it was so funny because I guess there must be some lines. Again, I went to H&R Block, and there's a monitor for me to look at and a monitor for her to look at, and she's just flying through. She knows what. She needs to skip the first page to go to this cell to put the formula, put the money in. And anyway, so she just said, do you want to just verify your information? And I looked at the screen. And of course, because they all skip over it, it said, Mr. Robin Parks. And I just looked and I said, oh, I think there's a mistake there. That shouldn't be Mr. And she's like, oh, you're right. And she changed it. And then a couple moments later, she said, now, I hate to ask you this question, but I have to because we're up to that part of the taxes. And I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, is your ex-husband going to claim your daughter on the taxes? And I said, no. I said, no, I have custody, and it's my year to claim my daughter. She's like, okay, I didn't want to, I know that you're divorced and whatever. And she went right back to it. And I was like, okay. So, again, and maybe again, I have the wrong, maybe saying I'm not fooling anyone is probably the wrong word, because it's not a game. I'm not playing it. You know what I mean? It's like fooling. Ooh, it's not a joke, but anyway. And for all I know, I left there, and she turned to her, she turned to the woman, the H&R employee, and she said, "That was a man." I mean, I don't know. I was gone, but it made me laugh. It made me laugh. So, and then I went again because my daughter's things today, and I said, it's time for me to get my nails done. I've been thinking about it. So I got my nails done. And that is another experience where you are treated as a queen. Oh my goodness, I understand now why women get kind of not addicted to it's not necessarily a guilty pleasure. Boy, I need to do something with my hair. I don't know what. Sorry. But I mean, just as soon as you walk in and they make you feel so good, and they treat you so nice. And of course, they're going to get money from you. I mean, why not? You know. But yeah. So anyway, and again, my experience with that. Immediately, she, her, Miss, you know, and once she said, you know, your name's Karen, and I said yes. And she and I talked, and I mostly listened, because that's usually what I do best is listen. Although by these videos, you probably think I'm quite the socialite, and I am not. I am definitely a wallflower, like that towel back there. I'm happy to be ignored. And the woman was, you know, she had my hand. You know, she had my hand, and she's working my hand, and she's telling me all about her husband, and I mean, not going to say anything. Not that I think she'd ever see this video, but she unloaded on me, and I just listened, and I tried to be as compassionate. And at one point, I just wanted to reach out to her and give her a hug. You know, I have shit on my hands and dragon claws, and she's shuffling, and I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, sweetie. You know, I'm sorry, baby. You know, I have faith that things will work out for you. And she's filing for divorce, and I could relate a lot of my own experiences with divorce, granted from a different perspective, but again, just that feeling of person to person, woman to woman, and it made me feel, it touched my heart, as you can tell. And that was it. And you know, leaving there and having been to the tax place, came home, and you know, again, it's almost magical to integrate and experience life this way, having been so afraid of it before, you know. And on a day like today, where you know, I'm going as you know, Karen Parks, and Katie is my daughter, and I guess I need to, well, I broached this. I'm going to run out of time. I got to watch my time, because I have to be there in a couple minutes, and I don't want to be late. But, you know, and I've said this before, and pardon me if you've heard it, but I am not here to replace my ex-wife. I am not here to replace Katie's mother, Katie's birth mother. Okay. And I'm sad to say, as time goes on, I almost have to say that, birth mother. Because I am her mommy. I've loved her since the day she was born, and I guess my own programming, binary male female, blah, 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 aside, you know, there are lesbian couples who adopt children, and they're both mommies. So maybe it's okay. It's okay for me to say I'm her mommy. I'm one of her mommies. Whew. I have to think about that. Cut deep. And again, why? Because I'm about to go into my daughter's school, where she's going to be for the next 3 years. And I don't want to be called Mr. Parks. Okay. I mean, you're Mrs. Parks, Katie's mom, one of them. Maybe I can say that, you know. Do I have that right to say that? I mean, I it's my daughter's life, and I want to give her that ability to call me whatever she wants. but I do feel like adult to adult, parent to teacher, parent to teacher, parent to administrator, parent to parent, parent, adult to adult, and how I introduce myself to other children, I think I am going to do that. And I'm going to think about it today. I've got plenty of time while I sit there and wait today. But I think I am going to introduce myself as one of Katie's mommies. One of Katie's moms. Oh, yeah. I look terrible, don't I? This shit. I'm due for my next laser a week from now, and I need it. I need it. Anyway, my friends, I do have to go, and I do appreciate your letting me ramble here a bit. And again, there's so much on this journey. It's so encompassing, and you would go, well, duh, Karen. So many things change, and for the better, I might add. But again, I think that's something that's kind of waiting in my heart a little bit, and I don't know. This, we're gonna have to see. This, perhaps I'm gonna do it again. Felt good. I just have to wait and see. Yeah. And I will add before I sign out, I definitely am back on my vegan diet, as you can tell. And golly, I get constipated. And I think I've been told it's the Spiro that does it. But because you're peeing out so much water, and your body needs water for bowel movements, okay? Pass it. Keep the pipes moist. And I can feel it today. I'm gonna have to take some stuff, which is not your problem. It's my problem, but something to be aware of. So I am losing weight again, which is good. Not today though, because it's hung up in me. But on that note, good luck to you in your pursuits, and definitely it's so exciting. It's so exciting to know a younger trans woman who is just starting or discovering themselves, and specifically I'm talking about Stephanie and Amber and Amelia. I'm so happy for you, and I'm so happy for everyone, because you're on the cusp of, and you probably have already been on hormones for a while, and you know the changes that are going on, but it's so exciting. And that's like, I'm just so happy for everybody, and I want that happiness to be shared. I want that excitement to be shared, because we definitely have days where, like, gosh, these things aren't growing. My life isn't changing, and fortunately, it is changing. Unfortunately, it's changing at such a small degree we don't notice. And that's why it takes 7 months, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, something's happening. All right, my friends, I got to run. Good luck to you. Have a good day. Good luck. Hi. Bye-bye.